This word right here is potent. Potent. It's gold. Okay? And it's the thing you guys resist the most. Yeah. Consistency. 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 Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not just going to do it a little bit and then, oh, I flop back. And then weeks later, months later, I come back on track and I do a little more. And then, no, you need consistent. Yeah, rather get a slow burn going. Rather go a slow burn, okay? Than a rapid, right? That doesn't work. It doesn't get you the results. Right? So let's look at my formula. Okay, the first one is do not rely on feeling like it. Okay, yes, when you want to create that result, if that's important to you, you can't rely on feeling like it. Okay, I feel like doing this, so I'm going to do it. No, you've got to go on, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I don't even give a shit about this anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway because I've committed. I've decided that this is what I'm doing, okay? I've decided that that's the result. I want that 150K. I want to go from 70K to 120K. That's what I want. And some days, I'm not going to feel like doing it. Maya, give me jazz hands. Yeah? You're not going to feel like doing it, Maya, okay? I don't see you, but you must be. There you are. There you are, my love. There's days you're not going to feel like it, okay? It's going to be happening. But you're going to do it anyway, okay? Because of this one word right here. Without this, you're going nowhere. Ain't going to happen. You're dilly-dilling in and out of the consciousness, yeah? Even the whole manifestation shit works with consistency, yeah? You can't be one day I want this, one day I don't want it. One day I really want it. Oh, no, I don't really want it. You can't, it doesn't work. It's got to be a consistent flame. It's got to be a consistent thought. It's got to be a consistent, invisible, I'm here, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. Slowly coming into reality. I want it, yes, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, consistent, blasting out. You can't have any doubts. Yeah? Of course, we know that doubts creep in, but you can't feed the doubts. Okay? You can't grab them and start hugging them and go to bed with them. No, you kick them out of the bed. You say, get the, that's how you handle them, okay? You say, I know you're gonna try to be with me, right? But I'm not allowing you to step into this zone, okay? I need a consistent frequency. Yeah, conversation with the universe, yeah? And it's consistent. Yeah, and you work on that consistency daily. Right. So the first one is stop trying to feel like it. Some of you got to feel like doing your daily meditation. You got to feel like eating healthy. You've got to feel like, creating the intimacy with your husband. I just told you, we did this thing. We committed to creating better communications, and we had to meet every day in the morning for 10 minutes, putting the head to head like this, his head on my head, holding each other's hands, being silent, and then pouring some positivity into each other. I can tell you there were days I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to do it. But I did it anyway. And then you start to see the results. This is where it gets really cool. Yeah? So that's something you've got to really get out of your system. Yeah? Some of you think if you ain't feeling like it, it means it ain't right. No, you just haven't understood success. You haven't understood success. Okay? You want something, you've got to want it. You got to want it. Yeah, not just, it would be nice. It would be nice to be more peaceful, right? No, that's not good. You got to be like on fire. Okay? So then the other thing is this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you got to master blisscipline. Master blisscipline. So you do want to try to have some sense of, okay, it's not going to be hard all the time, just sometimes, right? So it's not hard all the time, because some of you say, so hard all, no, that's not true. Sometimes it's easy. Yeah. There were days I really wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, I looked forward to it. I was happy. So you need to also own that. It's not always a no inside of you. There can be often, but it's not always, it's not every single time. Yeah? So you've got to lean into that discipline. I call it follow your bliss. I call it follow your bliss. Actually what you're doing with that result that you said you wanted to create. Yeah? It's following your bliss. And so you want to do from a place of being. That's for me what master discipline means. I'm doing from a place of being. I'm whole. I'm complete. I'm enough. I'm not doing this because I have a false delusion that at the end of this doing, it's going to make me happy. It's going to make me more peaceful. It's going to make me more this. It's going to make me more that. Because everything you're looking for, you already have in this present moment. And I mean everything. I mean, if you guys can feel me, feel this word. Feel this word. If I can, show you what I'm looking at here. This is so juicy. Everything that you will ever need while you're on this planet Earth, while you're in this body, is already inside of you right now. Imagine if we could teach this at school. Yeah, imagine if you went to school and they taught you you're enough. You're whole and complete. Chill, man. Chill. Chill and enjoy yourself. Chill and find what you love and go for it. Yeah. Do you love dancing? Do you love painting? Do you love poetry? Do you love science? Yeah. Do you love Legos? What do you love? What are you gifted at? What's your gift? What lights you up? What lights you up? What makes your soul happy? So that's what you're trying to relearn. That's what some of you are trying to relearn. That life isn't about your goals. It isn't about your fucking 150K at 2024. It's not about that. Okay? It's not about building up your fucking business and making 70K. Who gives a shit about that? It's about what you felt when you did that. It's about the experience. Do you guys get this? It's so precious. It's about the experience of life. That could be gone any second. Don't forget it. I'm always here to remind you. Yeah? Anchor you back in the truth of how precious life is. Right? So that's what you need to learn. How to experience life. Instead of running after pointless goals that give you nothing except, I have 70K now instead of 50K or whatever. Who cares? Okay, I have more clients. Lovely. So what? Okay, it's not the solution that you're looking for. Yeah. Everything you need is always already inside of you. And all you need to do is go inside and receive it. Yeah? Receive. 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 I want you to wake up in the morning and receive the everything. Yeah? The first thing is the breath. Have the discipline, yes, to master breathing. The gift, life is the breath. Life is the breath. Without breath, you're dead. So that's the first gift. You wake up, the first gift comes to you. The second gift is you're in this body. I'm still here. Let's go. Yeah, you're still around. You can still drive this vehicle into first gear, second gear, third gear, yeah? And you can go around and appreciate what is there to appreciate, yeah? The smells, the touch. Go back to your senses. Come back to the pleasure. Write down the word pleasure. Write down the word pleasure, okay? We need to start understanding life needs to be pleasurable, fun, discipline. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Well, shit happens. Yes, it does. And you're going to be prepared. Yes, you're going to be prepared. Because you understand that as you live on planet Earth, you won't only just experience light, you will experience dark. But because your happiness, your joy isn't dependent on light or darkness, that's the hack. Yes? It's not, oh, it's a sunny day, I'm going to be happy. Oh, it's a dark, cloudy day, I'm miserable. You're not dependent on sun or dark. You're somewhere else in your relationship to life. So dark comes, hey, it's a dark day. Doesn't need to affect me. I don't need to start tripping. Yes? Sunny day, yeah, same. I don't need to go all ballistic. It's nice, but hey, could be gone in a second. Here in Morgarten, sunny days turn into rainy days in 2.3 seconds. It's really interesting. There's days that are so sunny, you can't believe there's a thunderstorm raging literally 10 minutes later. Okay? You're like, what happened? Okay? So that's the thing. Life is going to be changing consistently all the time. People are going to die. Shit's going to happen. What you going to do? Stay inside. Breathe. Understand. Yeah? Make peace with what it means to be human. Make peace with what it means to be a human being. Yeah. The only power you have is in this moment to choose your state of mind, your state of emotions. The rest, not in your hands. Not in your hands. The people had so much money, like they were rolling in money, and then something happened in the economy. Boom, 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 lost it all. Lost it all. Some of them killed themselves because they couldn't handle the loss. So that's what happens, right, when we don't understand. We're here on a temporary trip. Find the discipline, okay? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to recover from excusitis, okay? The evil disease that is rampaging through the human race. It is very contagious. It is very contagious, okay? And you need to be very careful, okay, not to get this disease, okay? Like you want to do something, and then there is no consistency, and then you have excusitis, yes? And you believe in the stories you're telling yourself, yeah? You believe that the reason you couldn't do that exercise with your husband that you committed to do, because one day you didn't feel like it, one day you were too tired, one day you were too hungry, one day you're just so pissed off that you don't even want him to touch your head, right? So, do you guys see where I'm going with this? Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay? The excuses are going to come up. Okay? And they're going to not want you to do what you said you were going to do. Okay? And that's part of success, is that you will not make excuse. So even you want to punch him in the face instead of touching him in the head, you will touch the head. Yeah, you will, because you believe in this. You believe in this. And you're doing it for reasons. You've got your reasons, and that we're going to touch on those in a moment, right? But you've got to cut all excuses. If you say you're going to do something, whatever it is, I'm not going to eat sugar for the next 2 weeks, nothing is coming in between you and that decision. Yes. Not, oh, I got too emotional, it was someone's birthday, oh, I don't know, whatever, any story. There's no story. The excuses are gone. It's just dedication to what you said. Okay? And why? Why would you do that? Because check this out. You have clarity on the result. That is why. You're not confused. You're doing that for a reason. Okay? You're doing that for a reason. And clarity gives that focus. The reason it's hard to focus is because there's no clarity, or the clarity keeps changing, right? The clarity keeps changing. So it's here, 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 then it's here, and then it's here, and then it's here, right? So that's why it's difficult to have that consistency. That's why you have to lock in the result. You've got to be clear what the result is. And then there's an action plan to create that result. Any result you want to create needs an action plan. No action plan, no creation of the result. Think about it. Anything you're trying to do needs a strategy, some kind of system, some kind of technique. Yeah, you want to build your social media. You can't just be like, I'm going to post one video a day. Like, okay, that's great, but maybe you might need a little bit more strategy. You might need a little bit more of an understanding of what you're doing over there, so that hopefully all that stuff you're doing can push you forward. Now understand, when that's not your focus, for example, me, social media isn't my focus, so I just do whatever I do over there, and I'm okay with that. Do you guys understand? I'm okay with that, but I'm not bitching and moaning that my social media isn't growing, because I understand I'm not doing this. Yeah? I personally am not. I mean, I like sometimes get people, like now you've seen videos of me. Who's consistently seen videos of me? Yeah? Little videos that I started to do. I got someone else to do that, because that's not my superpower, and I don't want to fucking deal with it. Okay? I outsource. I'm a believer in outsourcing. Okay? Hand it over to someone else. Okay? So you can focus on the shit that lights you up. Okay? That makes you happy. So you need to learn how to outsource. And of course you can say there's a moment in time where maybe you can't outsource, but that's why you need laser focus. That's why you need to say, for right now, since I'm the only person in this business, I need to choose the highest earning potential in my business. Do you guys know that that one sentence I personally felt was worth a lot of money that I paid Lisa Nichols to coach me? One sentence that I will never forget it ever. I'll never forget the effect it had in my body. That's what I'm saying. You just need one massive breakthrough to change the trajectory of your life. So she said, Mahima, you need to be doing the highest earning potential in your business. So don't waste a lot of time doing like small tasks and this, and like you're wasting time, you're wasting energy. You need to go for the highest earning potential. If you're a solo entrepreneur, let that reverberate in your system and let it change your whole frequency. Right? At the beginning of a business, you need to make money. Okay? So you need to find a way to focus on that. Okay? And not building out platforms. Okay, Courtney, building out courses, building out, writing books, writing this, right? Like, you won't be in business if you're doing all that shit. So the first part of business is, how do I make some money? Okay? Highest earning potential. Figure that out first. Now, they don't tell you that at business school. They'll tell you need a website, you need a this, you need a that, you need a 300, you need a 400, they'll tell you need all this crap, which honestly, you don't even know if you're going to still use, because as you're doing the business, as you start to actually generate revenue, your focus starts changing, your story starts changing, the thing you're doing. So all that stuff you built could be completely useless when you really start the business. You don't even know what people want. So why would you build a program? First, build a program. The first higher paying program I did was the Supernatural Human program. I didn't go online and start making a program. I started teaching it live so that I could understand if these philosophies make sense to people and create transformation inside of them. And then I went, after years of using the Supernatural Human, I made a course out of it, which is very effective because I tested it on people. Yes? Do you guys understand? So now this course, you guys know it. It's fucking awesome because it's tried and tested on people. And they responded. And they got transformation from it. Right? So these are the secrets. Go first to the point of what you're trying to do. And the rest, the other buildings, and they can come later. People don't care if you don't have a website. If you want to be a coach and expert, they don't care that you have a fancy website. Okay? They care about when they talk to you, do you understand their problem? Do you have a solution to solve their problem? And that's what they really care about. You could have you could have the shittiest, most simple website on the planet, just one page or something like that, and they hardly care. That's not what's going to make them buy your program. It's the interaction with you. It's the, does she understand my problem? Do I feel that she has a method, a system, a way of helping me? So be careful that your ego wants you to focus on shit that doesn't matter. That is why you need to be result orientated. Okay, okay, hold on, I'm going to go back one thing here. I want you to be focused on what you want. So let's go back to this again, okay? Let's go back to this one thing about the clarity in the result. And if you know you need to tweak something, go ahead and do it right now. Go ahead and do it right now, okay? Now that we've been talking for a while about consistency, now that we've talked about what's important, I want you to see if you're somewhere else and you're like, you know, whatever I thought was my goal isn't my goal. This is my goal. Okay? And let's not talk goals, because I don't actually like that word at all. I actually want to burn it. I like the word result. What result are you trying to create? Okay? Super important is you need to be fueled by your why. If you have ego results, you're not going to do it. End off. Okay? End off. Your why needs to be spiritual. Needs to be spiritual. Okay? You need to be motivated by your soul on that result that you're trying to create. Ego results create zero enthusiasm, zero why. There's no passion. There's no fuel. Okay? You flop down. You flop down in 2.3 seconds. Okay? So you need to be spiritually driven. Yeah? You need to be fueled. Passion. Passion. Say the word passion. Passion, right? You need to find a passion. Yeah. No passion, no results. It's really that simple. You can't half want it. You can't want it a little bit. You can't be a little bit interested. No. You got to feel like, this is very important to me in a very core and deep way. So forget ego goals. Have soul results. Soul results. I love myself enough to create a beautiful life. And I know that by creating money with my passion, it's going to make my life more beautiful. Yeah? I know that by creating a better health, physical, emotional, and mental, it's going to make my life easier. I know that by removing myself from this toxic relationship that I've had for 23 years and learning to stand on my own 2 feet and find joy and peace and love by myself is going to be a good thing for me. Okay? I know that by quitting this job that gives me a lot of money but zero pleasure, zero joy, zero bliss, and daring and risking to go and find what I truly love to do is worth it. Yes, it's worth it, Kaiser, right? It might be challenging, but it's worth. So this is what needs to drive what you're doing, guys, not your freaking ego, right? And that's why a lot of you lack the consistency, because you're ego-driven in your goals. You want soul goals. Oh, results. Sorry, I keep using the word goal because it's still programmed in me. Okay, you want soul results. Yeah, yeah, and it wants to come from in here. It wants to come from a place of love, not fear. It wants to come from a place of wholeness and enoughness, not lacking. Hello. Okay, yeah, your journey towards something, it comes from an abundant place and not from a, I don't have and I'm lacking, I want it. Desperation, lack of self-love is not going to help you. In this case, you need it to be fueled by wholeness, completeness. I'm in this body, I choose to do something meaningful with my time. That's all that is. That's all that is. I could either be sleeping in bed, or I could sit and watch Netflix, or I can work on this. Whatever the this is. Whatever you've decided that this is, that's meaningful to you and your life. Get it? Yeah. Might as well. Might as well. You're in this body, might as well walk towards the mountain that you like instead of walking towards something else that you don't like. You might as well direct your life in a direction that makes sense to what you know about yourself, right? Some of you are nature orientated, so your life has to lead towards that. Yeah, some of you are artists and creators, and your life needs to be about that. Some of you are intellects and, have mind, wisdom, power of knowledge, and you need to move your life in that direction. And that's all. That's all. Just the direction of the soul while you're dancing in this body. So that's the attitude. So make sure that your why are you doing this? Why do you want this? Isn't based on, I want to feel better about myself. I want to have more confidence. I want to have more security. I'm doing this for security. I want an acknowledgement. I want people to acknowledge me. I want to feel acknowledged. Okay? I want to feel successful. I'm doing this because I want success. I want to be loved. I want people to love me. I want to be seen. Look at me. Look at me. Why are you doing this? Get it? Yes. Go deeper into understanding your why. I'm doing because I'm called. I'm called by my heart to follow this. I feel the synchronicities. I feel the magic. The magic is taking me on this path. And I dance, ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. I go on this path. I follow the magic. I follow the bliss. I follow the joy. I follow the elevation. And I want to see where it leads me. I'm already whole and complete. I'm enough. I could stand here on the spot. I could not move anywhere, and I'm okay. But since I choose to go here, I choose to follow the path and find the magic of life along the path, right? So that's the intention here. Last, focus on the benefits. A lot of us with consistency, we lack consistency because we're too busy focused on what we have to give up in order to do this thing, as opposed to focusing on what you're going to get when you can stay disciplined, when you can stop your excuses, when you can stay in clarity, when you can feel like what is going to come from it. We don't focus on this enough. Julia, does this make sense? Right? When you think about the 7 steps of the Mahima mindset that you need to be consistent in taking part in, you're too focused on the 7 steps. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do. You're too focused on that. And not enough on what am I going to get when I do this? This is what you're going to get. You're going to build a warrior. You're going to build grounding inside of yourself, that you stand in a storm and you're like this. Your heart's open. You're alive. You're screaming in the storm. You're feeling the rain on your face. You're seeing thunder and going, wow, you are alive. Yeah, you're going to build the ability to feel tenderness, to feel joy, to feel peace, to feel ecstasy, to feel bliss, to feel the softness, gentleness of just smelling the air. You're going to build peace. Do you not think that is worth it? So get away from what you need to do. Yeah, Maya, stop focusing on the process. This is called envisioning, guys. This is invisible to visible. This is my process to get that, and I'm excited about that. Focus on the benefits and not the process. Don't get too locked up in the process. I got to make the calls. I got to do the social media. You're too caught up in the process, as opposed to be caught up on this is so cool because it's heading me in that direction. Every day is like Christmas. Yeah, you wake up, you do the shit you need to do to create the results you want to create. So that's it, guys. Take photo of this.